What up, racers? Welcome to another telecast. This time it will be the amateurs and the RC Pro amateurs racing. We have 4 amateurs now. We did have 5, but one of them has promoted into the next race. Unknown driver will be temporarily driving for Cobra Kai in the next race. But we've got Gordon, Joy, Fritz, and Carr here going to Estonia. So we're going to have 10 cars in this race. We're going to have 7 laps in this race. No qualifying, and let's get these guys and gals on the track. So as you can see here, Gordon, Joy, Fritz, and Carr are our current 4 amateur racers. Every racer in the league will start in the amateur division, and from there they go to the RC Pro amateurs, and from there they choose whether or not they want to go F1 or NASCAR. And if they go F1, they would go into the Super Kart after the RC Pro-Am. And if they go to NASCAR, they would go into the NASCAR Truck Series. From there, you would go to stock car racing, and in F1, you would go to Formula 1. So, Gordon's in 3rd right now, Joy is in 5th, Fritz is in 6th, and Justin Carr in the 41 car, bringing up the tail here in the green 41. So this is a brand new division that we had to create based on all of the excitement that we've had for running this league. We've had a lot of people interested in joining. We haven't done much advertising yet. Still, we have a lot of people interested in the league. So that's a good thing for the league. And of course, anytime we have someone that wants to join the league and there's not a spot, this is where they'll go. They'll go into the RC Pro-Am. If there happens to be a spot immediately in RC Pro-Am and not in the amateurs, then they'll just move up to the RC Pro-Am. But this is the Estonia track. As you can see, there are lots of nooks and crannies on this track. It's a tough track. Lots of turns. Tough for these karts. If you're new to the game, top right corner, you see your weather bar. Shows you that it's sunny outside. And you see your tire bar. That green bar that is going vertical in the top right shows you where the wear and tear is on your tire. Obviously, it's full green. That means you've got great tires. If it's low and turns brown, it means you probably need to hit the pits. The green bar that is over the cars right now, that is their damage bar. Damage is accrued when you bump into other drivers, hit walls, etc. Usually, cars pit when they have a low damage bar or a low tire bar, or both. In the short races, there's not a whole lot of damage and not a lot of tire wear. So we don't normally see any pits here in the amateur division unless there's been a lot of banging going on. Gord's now in 3rd, Joy is in 4th, Carr has moved all the way up from 10th into 6th, and Fritz, currently in the 85 car, sits in 7th. So we have plenty of room for more amateurs as more people jump in. But this is a really fun league. It's low maintenance for the people who participate. And it's relatively low maintenance on me as the commissioner running the league, which is the beautiful thing. We're on the last lap. Gordon is in 2nd, and Joy maintains his 3rd position in the 47 car. Carr has dropped into 7th. Fritz has moved into 6th. These are cool tracks because pretty much they're a tight track, so you can pretty much see everything that's going on in the screen. You don't have to do a lot of scrolling and moving around to see certain drivers. So it looks like Gordon is going to take 2nd in this one, and Joy is going to take 3rd. So congratulations to Gordon and Joy on their podium finishes. This race will wrap up. Fritz finished 6th, Carr finished 8th. So there's your final. So let's move into the next race, which is going to be our RC Pro-Ams. These are your RC Pro-Am drivers. As you can see, Cobra Kai is highlighted right now. The number 0 car, unknown driver, is making their debut in the RC Pro-Am, having moved up from the amateur division. They are on loan right now to Cobra Kai. They are going to be racing for Quiet Racing next season in the RC Pro-Am division, but they're getting some time on the track here. You can see these taskbars, these red taskbars. They look different for some. They look the same for some. These are the actual skills of the car, the speed, acceleration, grip, and turbo. drivers, the car owners, actually have the ability to modify these, and they do so with points that they earn through various races. So this is where the owners have put their money, so to speak. As you can see, Cobra Kai has put some money in turbo. You can see over here that Hot Wheels Racing has put some in turbo, as well as acceleration. Top Gun has some in acceleration and turbo. And then other teams haven't spent money at all. They've chosen to spend their money in different divisions. So, congratulations to Unknown Driver on their promotion. We are going to also be in Estonia, except there's going to be 20 cars on this track, as everybody's going to get some time, and there's going to be 13 laps with a 1-lap qualifier. So as I say with every single telecast, you can see all the cars that are kind of over the top of each other. They're not all on the track at the same time. This is everyone's qualifying superimposed over everyone so that we can save some time and not have to watch 20 different qualifiers. That would be a bear. And in the essence of time and brevity, we all have lives, so we're not going to watch 20 different qualifyings. We're going to get this show on the road. And that way each race is usually between 7 and 10 minutes long. Seb Vet with Hot Wheels Racing snags the pole. Bacon and Unknown Driver in their debut gets the 3rd position. But again, one of the beautiful things about this league is we try to make our races fun, exciting, but also quick. You know, maybe in the future we'll do some cool races where maybe it's a long race. Maybe it's a 20-minute, 30-minute, hour race. Who knows? But right now, we all either have school, we've got friends, we've got work, we've got families. So I try to make sure that our races are quick. And that way you can actually watch a race and only invest maybe 6 or 7 minutes of your time, instead of some of the 20 and 30 and 40-minute races where you're just trying to see the highlights or you're not even going to watch. So Bacon is in first. Seb Vet, who won the pole, is about a second behind him. Let's move here to Bacon and see what's going on. Seb Vet's already hitting the pit. He took some real damage early. He's already almost at halfway damage bar. Looks like a lot of these guys have taken some damage on early. That's one of the things on these tight tracks that you'll see. The best place to be is in first or in last. You can see Cabral right now in the Quiet Racing car who's also struggling. In these tight races with a lot of turns, there's a lot of damage. See Cabral right now, he's hitting the pits. You can see he's hitting the pit right now with a bunch of other guys already smoking after 3 laps. Tires look really good on these cars, but the damage just gets picked up really quickly as these guys are trying. Some of them are even trying to go 3 wide on some of these turns right now, which is causing a lot of problems, but that makes the races exciting. Usually on these races you see maybe even 2 pits, maybe 3 pits, it just depends. Bacon's still out there. Like I said, first place is the best place to be in these races, away from the traffic. And Bacon's looking pretty good here as we get closer to halfway point through this race. Let's scroll through and see some of these races up close and personal. That's the cool thing about this. You can zoom in here. Big battle going on here. Look at these guys. Edwards, Seb Vet, Ganache, Jenkins, Perez, Reynolds, all grouped up here. As you can see, lots of damage getting picked up as these guys bang into each other. We're about halfway through this race. Nobody pits right there. Everybody stays out. Uh-oh, we've got a DNF in the middle of the track. Not really sure what happened there. But Unknown Driver has spun out, and it's probably going to get a DNF here. You can see he's on the track and has spun out. Look at him. Everybody's having to go around him. He's on fire. Poor Unknown Driver. Now an obstacle on the course. The car is just going to sit there all race. And everybody's going to try to go around him. So Unknown Driver in their first race is going to pick up a DNF. Oh, goodness. That's hilarious. Well, back to the top, we got Bacon, Cargo, Robinson, Edward, and Jenkins in the top 5 spots. Let's zoom out here a little bit and watch some more of this race. Wow. Unfortunate for Unknown, just going to sit there. Just as a side note, I actually called the programmer of this game and let them know that's a fix that they probably need to make, that when someone gets a DNF and freezes on the track like that, they really need to find a way to remove that car so it doesn't become an obstacle. But anyway, I think it's pretty funny that he's just sitting there the whole race. So Robinson is in second, Cargo in third. We're watching Letterman right now. Robinson now has the lead in the purple car from Top Gun. Robinson looks good. It's pretty good on tires, pretty good on damage. If he can get around Letterman, he's probably going to coast into this. And he does. He gets around Letterman without picking up too much damage here. Bacon's back here not doing too well. As you can see, he's got a lot of damage on that car. But it looks like he's made the decision to try to make it through. I don't think he's going to make it. He might get another DNF on this track. These are one of the tracks that I've almost, I'm back and forth on how much I want to use this track because it does eat up so much damage. You've got a lot of cars on this track that are smoking. An Unknown driver, poor dude, is still sitting there. Robinson's going to coast, it looks like, into this victory. Cargo's pretty far back right now. Bacon is going to hit the pits. Didn't think he was going to make it. Decided he was going to go ahead and pit, as did Jenkins. But we're back up here to the leader. Robinson looking good at the top of the screen. Looks like he's going to pretty much take this easily home. Has an 8-second lead. Again, getting into first place is where you want to be here. Congratulations to Top Gun Racing in the 55 car. And here comes Edward is going to take number 2. And then Cargo is going to actually make it and snag the 3rd position. Lots of guys finishing right now. Lots of guys smoking. This Estonia track is nuts. Shocker only had 1 DNF, and that came early on when Unknown couldn't make it to the pit. When Unknown got a little sideways right outside of the pit, trying to make it, but was unable to, and ended up with the DNF. Well, here's Robinson in the 55 car. Not only did he have the best lap, but he also got the dub. BS Racing and Edward, the number 12 car, in second, and Cargo for Invisible Elephant. There's that pesky Invisible Elephant popping back up. Team Hoonigan with a great race. Got the 4 and the 5. And Glinsky's Gunner Motorsports gets the 6 and the 8. So pretty good showing there for Top Gun, for Team Hoonigan, and for Glinsky Racing. Ganache is in the number 10 spot, followed by Jenkins, Tony, Reynolds, Cabral, Romeo, Joshua, Aviard, Letterman, Tree, and Unknown, who picked up the DNF in their first ever RC race. Tough showing there, guys. Sorry about that, but 13 minutes in, we've got a great video here. Thank you for tuning in. We've got a lot of cool things coming. We've got a lot of cool things coming when you can have your individual car. Right now you're racing for teams, but soon you will have your own individual car that you can build out for special races. That will be awarded to people who are active in the league. Those who are remaining active by posting and viewing the races will start to get their own car, so they'll be able to race not only for their team and have their career, but we'll also do special races with special prizes for your own car that you'll have the opportunity to build out. So thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate everybody's time and patience on this. Hit the Discord and talk about the race. Thanks. Bye.